I'm Tony Rasmussen, and ladies and gentlemen, let's not face it, movies are awesome. Well, not many movies are awesome, but they're awesome movies. And sometimes when a movie's that awesome, we end up getting suckered into buying more of it. And that's when the studio realizes they got a big hit, so they ask for more sequels. And that's what brings us to today's topic, movie sequels. As I'm counting down the top 5 best movie trilogies of all time. That's right, when the sequels are so good, they demand a third one. That makes them a trilogy, and you know the writers are getting tired of writing them, so they try to end it. So, we gotta kick things off here. This is numero 5, Toy Story. Now, I know what many of you are probably thinking. Oh, you mean that Pixar Kids movie? Yeah, right, like that's a trilogy. Oh, come on, that's actually a pretty good trilogy. I've actually seen all 3 Toy Stories, and I've enjoyed them all. Okay, the first one was kick-ass. The second one, iffy, but it was good. The third one was a great capper on everything. And I've currently heard rumors that they're working on a 4. And my worry is that 4 could probably ruin it. Look what happened to Star Wars after 4. Yeah, the first 3 were great, and then they did the prequels, and that was god-awful. Well, except for the... Actually, yeah, all of them were awful. But still, my main problem is 4 movies don't work. Trilogies are better. So, Toy Story makes it on my list at number 5. It's a good trilogy, sometimes just has really redeeming problems. But I do recommend actually seeing the trilogy. Number 4, The Matrix. I sort of like The Matrix. I enjoy the first one. Let's put it like that. I like the first one. 2 and 3 are iffy. Okay, let's put it like this. I didn't really enjoy Reloaded or Revolutions. I enjoyed the first one, obviously enough, because it's awesome. But the other 2, I couldn't. I tried to get into them, but didn't have any of the action that the first one had. That's the problem with the sequels. But other than that, it's decent. We'll put it like that. It's a decent storyline for 3 movies, you know. Still trying to figure out what is the Matrix. And, you know, when you finally figure it out, it's sort of like a big shock, actually. I don't really know. Screw it. Whatever the Matrix is, I'll figure it out someday. But for now, I'm just going to say The Matrix makes number 4 on my list. Is it bad? No. Is it good? Yeah. The first one was. The other 2 are iffy. Numero 3, Harold and Kumar. These movies are probably some of the funniest comedies I've ever seen. Not saying that there are other funny comedies I enjoy. These are some of the funniest stoner comedies that I've seen. It goes along with, like, the Cheech and Chong movies. It tries to follow that variable. But weird stuff happens on one plane trip. And I enjoy all 3, actually. I liked the first one. It was so simple, but they took very big turns with it. The second one, the same way. They all three had that same plot where it's a simple storyline of just someone trying to get something and something has to happen. That's the way I like about them. And obviously enough, I enjoyed John Cho and Cal Penn's performances as Harold and Kumar. Hell, Neil Patrick Harris is funny as hell. If I have any problems with the movie series, it's probably that the last one wasn't as successful, I heard, as the other two. But really, if I had to pick my least favorite out of the trilogy, I could probably do this for all of them. Toy Story 2 is somewhat the least favorite of mine. Matrix, it's basically 2 and 3. I don't really like them both. Harold and Kumar, I have to say it's probably 3. Not saying that was bad. It didn't pack the wallop that the first two had, which is usually difficult with a number 3. So, but on top of that, it's a very good stoner comedy. It's a good trilogy. It packs everything up nicely, mostly revolving around the fact that Harold's trying to just lead a normal life and Kumar's just ruining it. It's all great. But again, it's always just something's ruining it. Moving on. Number 2. The Naked Gun. These movies are the best comedies I have seen in a long time. They really outdone themselves. Let's put it like that. The movies have outdone themselves. With the first one, it was obviously a funny comedy. The second one, obviously a funny comedy. The third one, though, it's iffy. It was just, yeah, I didn't really enjoy the third one. I think they should have just left it at 2, but that's just me. And if I had to pick my favorite out of them, it would have to be 2. It's the same way of Toy Story. My favorite is 3, and Matrix is the first one. Harold and Kumar, it's 2. This one, it's 2. I enjoy everything about 2. And the movies are funny. I mean, I enjoy the movies. They're a good source of comedy. If you want to see visual humor, sound humor, any type of humor, it'll end up in that movie. Now, I've heard that they were planning a 4th one, but it got canned, unfortunately, because of the late great Leslie Nielsen passing away.